Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever felt a pull on your spirit that you couldn't explain? A knowing deep inside that you were meant for something greater, something beyond the ordinary? If so, you might be one of the chosen, a seer, gifted by God to perceive what others cannot. Today we will uncover the 10 signs that reveal if you are a seer and chosen by God. Every individual is born with a purpose, a reason for their existence that aligns with a grander plan. However, some people are set apart in unique ways. They are chosen by God as seers, individuals gifted with divine insight to fulfill extraordinary roles in life. This is not about luck or random selection. It is a divine appointment, an acknowledgement of the spiritual capacity within you to connect with a higher purpose and law. These chosen ones are not ordinary. They are called to rise above the noise of the world and act as vessels through which God communicates His will, plans, and guidance. Being a seer goes beyond the typical understanding of purpose. It is a role steeped in responsibility, vision, and profound connection with the spiritual realm. Seers are not merely people who dream or have intuitive thoughts. They are equipped with the ability to perceive what others cannot. They stand as bridges between the divine and the natural, translating spiritual truths into actionable wisdom for themselves and others. They are positioned to see the path ahead, even when the way seems obscured to everyone else. The divine purpose of a seer is not limited to individual gain or enlightenment. It extends to the community, the nation, and even the world. Seers are chosen because they are equipped to lead, guide, and warn others through their unique perspective. They are often tasked with seeing what is hidden, uncovering the truth in difficult situations, and aligning their actions with God's greater plan. Their purpose is not to blend in, but to stand out, to shine a light where there is darkness, to offer clarity where there is confusion. This divine selection often comes with an inner knowing, an unshakable feeling that you are destined for something more. You may have felt this from an early age, a sense that your life is not ordinary and that you are being prepared for a greater calling. This can manifest in many ways. A heightened sense of awareness, vivid dreams that seem to carry deeper meanings, or an unexplainable pull towards certain paths and decisions that align with God's will. These are not coincidences. They are divine markers, signs that you are being positioned for a unique role in the unfolding of God's plans. Understanding and accepting this purpose often requires courage and faith. The life of a seer is not always easy. It demands sacrifice, discipline, and a willingness to stand firm even in the face of doubt or adversity. There will be moments of isolation and challenges that test your commitment to your calling. But these trials are part of the preparation, refining your character and strengthening your ability to carry out the divine purpose for which you have been chosen. And to recognize this calling is to step into a journey that not only transforms your life, but also impacts those around you. As a seer, you are not just a spectator of life. You are a participant in the divine narrative, chosen to bring about change, growth, and truth in alignment with God's will. Have you ever felt a sense of disconnect from others, as though the path you walk is somehow different from those around you? Perhaps you've noticed subtle signs or experienced moments of clarity that set you apart. These feelings and experiences may be more significant than you realize. They could be indicators that you are one of the chosen, a seer with a divine calling. The journey of discovering and embracing this role often begins with recognizing the connection between your life experiences and the spiritual significance behind them. This is where the audience becomes an integral part of the message. Many people have encountered moments of heightened intuition, inexplicable insight, or a deep sense of purpose, but they often dismiss them as coincidences or imagination. However, what if these experiences were not random? What if they were signs pointing to a greater purpose? As someone who might be chosen by God, it's important to understand that these moments are not accidental. They are deliberate signals meant to awaken you to your calling. This speech is not just a lecture. It's an opportunity for you to explore your own life and begin to identify whether you've been experiencing the markers of a seer's journey. The audience is central to this discussion because each person carries the potential for divine purpose. The question is whether you've recognized the signs in your own life. By connecting with the experiences shared here, you may find validation for things you've sensed but never understood. For example, have you ever had dreams or visions so vivid and meaningful that they stayed with you long after you woke up? Have you noticed patterns in your life that seem to guide you towards specific actions or decisions? These are not merely quirks of the mind, they are moments of divine alignment that speak to a higher calling. This connection is about more than just curiosity, it's about reassurance and affirmation. It's easy to feel lost or alone when you walk a path that seems different from those around you. You may even feel misunderstood or out of place in the world. But the truth is, those feelings could be evidence that you've been set apart for a specific purpose. This speech will not only provide clarity, but also serve as a bridge, helping you understand that you are not alone in these experiences. Others have walked this path, and their stories can illuminate yours. At the end of this journey, you may come to see that the signs in your life are not just random occurrences. They are divine whispers calling you to step into your role as a seer. This is your chance to embrace your unique purpose and connect with others who share a similar calling. The connection between you and the message being shared is It's time to look deeper into your own experiences, to reflect on the signs, and to open yourself to the possibility that you too have been chosen by God for something extraordinary. In a world filled with confusion, uncertainty, and chaos, the role of seers has never been more critical. Seers are chosen by God to serve as guiding lights, individuals equipped with the ability to perceive truths that others cannot see. They provide clarity in moments of doubt, offer wisdom when decisions seem impossible, and act as conduits for divine insight in an age where it is so desperately needed. Recognizing and embracing the role of a seer is not just an individual journey, it is a vital contribution to the world at large. This relevance is what makes seers indispensable in today's world. The times we live in are marked by rapid change, social unrest, and moral ambiguity. Many people feel lost, unsure of where to turn or how to make sense of their circumstances. In such moments, seers are called to rise above the noise and bring perspective, direction, and hope. They are not merely observers of the chaos, they are active participants in God's plan to restore balance, truth, and order. Their ability to discern the spiritual undercurrents behind worldly events makes them uniquely positioned to address the root causes of societal and individual struggles. What makes the role of a seer even more vital is their ability to offer a vision of what is possible. While many are trapped in the immediacy of their challenges, seers have the capacity to look beyond the present moment and see what lies ahead. They are often called to share this vision, inspiring others to take action, make changes, or prepare for what is to come. In doing so, they act as divine messengers, delivering insight that can transform lives and communities. Their words and actions carry a weight that resonates deeply with those who seek guidance, and this impact can ripple far beyond what is immediately visible. Seers also play a crucial role in bridging the gap between the spiritual and the natural. They interpret divine revelations and translate them into practical wisdom that others can understand and apply. In today's world, where the spiritual often feels disconnected from the practical, this ability to unite the two is invaluable. It reminds people that there is a higher purpose at work in their lives and that they are not alone in their struggles. By offering this perspective, seers help others find hope, strength, and meaning in even the most challenging circumstances. At a time when many people are searching for purpose and direction, seers stand as beacons of light, showing the way forward. Their relevance extends far beyond their own lives. They are instruments of change, restoration, and inspiration. Whether through a quiet conversation, a public message, or a single act of kindness, their presence brings clarity and peace to a world in need. The importance of seers cannot be overstated. They are the eyes of faith in a time of blindness, the voice of truth in a sea of deception, and the heart of God's plan in a world longing for redemption. Anticipation can be a powerful force, especially when it comes to uncovering truths about one's life and purpose. For those who have ever wondered if they are chosen for something greater, the unveiling of signs that point to being a seer and chosen by God carries a profound sense of importance. The human spirit is naturally drawn to clarity and understanding, particularly when it comes to matters of identity, purpose, and destiny. That is why revealing the specific signs of being a seer resonates so deeply, because it has the potential to confirm what some have suspected but may have struggled to articulate. The act of unveiling these signs is not merely an informative exercise, it is deeply personal. These signs serve as divine markers, guiding individuals toward a greater awareness of their unique calling. Many people feel a sense of being different, of noticing things others don't, or of having insights that defy explanation. They may see patterns in events, feel drawn to spiritual practices, or have a heightened sense of compassion. These are kindly awarenesses of a powerness in gain in the otherness and of empathy. But without a framework to understand these experiences, they can often feel isolated, confused, or even question their sanity. By uncovering these signs, the message provides a language for these experiences, offering validation and reassurance. What makes the unveiling of these signs so impactful is its universality and specificity. On one hand, many can relate to feelings of intuition, moments of clarity, or a strong sense of purpose. On the other hand, there is something profoundly unique about the role of a seer that sets it apart. The signs are not generic. They are deeply personal and reflect an intentional design by God. They reveal not just what a person is feeling, but why they are feeling it and how it connects to a higher plan. This specificity allows those who hear these signs to reflect on their own lives with a renewed sense of curiosity and awareness. The unveiling process also builds a sense of connection between the message and the audience. It invites them into a journey of discovery where each sign becomes a mirror reflecting their inner truth. This is not just about listening. It's about engaging, about exploring how these signs align with their own experiences and how they might fit into a divine narrative. For many, this moment of recognition can be transformative. It is the point where uncertainty turns into clarity and doubt gives way to conviction. Unveiling these signs serves as a reminder that being chosen as a seer is not a coincidence or an accident. It is a deliberate act by God, a calling that is intentional and purposeful. It's a powerful affirmation that those who resonate with these signs are not alone, that their experiences are part of a larger divine plan. By unveiling these signs, the message challenges individuals to see their lives in a new light and encourages them to embrace their calling with confidence and courage. The anticipation of discovering these signs is not just about curiosity. It is about unlocking a deeper understanding of one's purpose and stepping into the role God has prepared for them. The experiences of being a seer and chosen by God often manifest in ways that are deeply personal and yet profoundly connected to universal human emotions. One of the most engaging aspects of this journey is how relatable it is to those who have felt a similar stirring within themselves. Real-life scenarios and emotions tied to the role of a seer serve as bridges between the extraordinary calling and the everyday lives of those who might be experiencing it. By exploring these relatable contexts, we not only bring clarity to the signs of being chosen, but also help individuals feel seen, understood, and validated in their unique journeys. Being a seer is not a role marked by perfection or ease. It often begins with moments of struggle, confusion, or even rejection. For instance, many seers describe feeling isolated, as though they don't quite fit into the world around them. They may sense things others cannot, or perceive deeper meanings in situations that seem ordinary to everyone else. This heightened awareness can sometimes feel like a burden, leading to feelings of loneliness or self-doubt. Yet, these emotions are not a sign of failure, but an indicator of being set apart for a higher purpose. Another relatable aspect of the seer's journey is the sense of being misunderstood. You might find yourself trying to explain your insights or feelings only to be met with skepticism or dismissal. This can be especially difficult when these moments involve close friends or family who don't fully grasp the depth of your experiences. However, these challenges are not without purpose. They are part of the refinement process, teaching resilience and deepening your reliance on God as the source of your wisdom and strength. In addition to isolation and misunderstanding, many seers experience an intense desire to help others, often feeling a deep compassion for those in need. This emotional connection to the suffering of others can be overwhelming at times, as seers frequently feel the weight of the world's struggles on their shoulders. For example, you may find yourself drawn to people who are hurting or to situations where you feel compelled to bring peace, clarity, or healing. This pull is not random. It is a sign of your calling to intercede and bring divine guidance into the lives of those around you. Another common thread among seers is the presence of vivid dreams, visions, or sudden insights that seem to come from nowhere. These moments often feel too significant to ignore, and they may even reveal truths or solutions to problems before they occur. If you've ever had a dream so powerful that it shaped your actions, or an unshakable gut feeling that led you in the right direction, you're tapping into the unique abilities God has given you. By exploring these real-life contexts, the journey of a seer becomes more tangible and accessible. It's not about being otherworldly or unreachable. It's about living with a heightened sense of awareness, purpose, and responsibility. These experiences, while challenging, are also profoundly meaningful. They remind you that being chosen by God as a seer is both a gift and a mission, one that requires courage, faith, and a willingness to embrace your unique role in His plan. Mm? Mm? Mm. The journey of being a seer and chosen by God is not just a revelation of purpose. It's a call to action. Recognizing the signs in your life is the first step, but the true fulfillment of this divine calling lies in how you respond. This keynote emphasizes the importance of self-reflection and action. It challenges individuals to move beyond observation and into intentionality, recognizing that being chosen comes with both responsibility and opportunity. The ultimate purpose is to inspire people to examine their lives, recognize the markers of being chosen, and embrace their unique roles in God's greater plan. Every calling requires a response, and being a seer is no exception. It's one thing to notice patterns in your life, such as heightened intuition, vivid dreams, or a deep sensitivity to the spiritual realm, but it's another to actively engage with those experiences. A seer is not someone who passively receives insight. They are someone who translates that insight into meaningful action, whether it's speaking truth in a difficult situation, offering guidance to someone in need, or standing firm in faith during uncertain times. The role of a seer is inherently active. For those who resonate with the signs of being a seer, the question isn't just, am I chosen? But also, what am I being chosen to do? This is where the call to action becomes deeply personal. It's an invitation to reflect on your unique gifts, the situations you've faced, and the ways you've felt drawn to help others. These moments are not coincidences. They are clues pointing toward your divine purpose. Perhaps you found yourself in positions where your insight or wisdom brought clarity to a confusing situation. Maybe you felt an unshakable urge to intercede in prayer for someone, even when you didn't fully understand why. These are all ways that your calling as a seer begins to take shape. But answering this call is not always easy. It requires courage, faith, and a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. Being a seer often means walking a path that is misunderstood or undervalued by others. It means standing firm in your convictions, even when those around you cannot see what you see. This can be daunting, but it's also deeply rewarding. Each step of obedience brings greater clarity and purpose, reinforcing the significance of your role in God's plan. The action you take doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. It simply needs to be aligned with the purpose for which you've been chosen. It might mean spending more time in prayer, seeking wisdom and guidance to better understand your calling. It could mean sharing your insights with others, even when it feels vulnerable. It might involve stepping into leadership roles, mentoring those who need direction, or standing as a voice of truth in challenging circumstances. Whatever it is, the key is to act with intentionality and faith, trusting that God will equip you for the task. This keynote is a call to reflect and respond. If the signs resonate with you, it's time to move beyond simply recognizing them and into embracing the responsibility they carry. Being chosen as a seer is both a gift and a mission, a divine opportunity to impact lives, bring clarity to chaos, and fulfill the unique role God is prepared for you. The time to act is now. Being a seer and chosen by God is an extraordinary calling that carries profound purpose, responsibility, and divine favor. It is not a role to be taken lightly, but one that invites you to step into a life of deeper awareness, unwavering faith, and intentional action. The signs of this calling, whether through intuition, vivid dreams, or an undeniable sense of purpose, are not mere coincidences, but deliberate markers of a divine plan uniquely designed for you. Throughout this journey, you may face challenges, isolation, or even misunderstanding, but these are not signs of failure. They are part of the process that strengthens and refines you. You have been set apart, not to blend in, but to stand out as a beacon of light and truth in a world often clouded by confusion and doubt. Your role as a seer is to bridge the spiritual and the natural, to bring clarity where there is chaos, and to align your actions with God's greater vision for humanity. Now is the time to embrace this calling fully. Reflect on the signs in your life, connect with your unique gifts, and act with courage and conviction. Remember, being a seer is not just about what you see, it's about how you respond. It's about living intentionally, being a source of wisdom and guidance, and fulfilling the purpose for which you have been chosen. This is your moment to rise, to trust in the divine plan, and to step into the extraordinary life God has prepared for you. You are not alone in this journey. You are part of a greater narrative, a chosen vessel for divine insight, and a key participant in the transformation of lives and the world around you. The world needs what you have been given. Embrace it, live it, and fulfill it. The time is now.